Hi, good afternoon. Corey Thorne, psychic medium, spiritual healer, and life coach, coming in to do the channeled message for the month of July 2019 for my Aries. And I am one of you, many Aries out there, fire signs, and just kind of being challenged through the Cancer new moon energy that's happening right now, having to face our emotions, deal with the old shit, let go of the old shit. So please remember that this is to be taken as a general channel message and not as a personal reading. To book a personal video or over the phone reading with me, you can go to CoreyThorne.com and you can book directly on there. That is not for booking in-person sessions with me. If you would like to book an in-person, which there is limited space for, please go to Facebook and private message me or email me at CoreyThorne22@gmail.com or info@CoreyThorne.com, I think it is. So please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. The readings, the channeled message is not to replace any medical, psychological advice that you have been given. This is to be taken as a form of entertainment only. Please also remember that if you are cross-watching, there's always a chance that there may be a message in here that is resonating with you, and if it does, then it is for you as well. Aries. Aries. Getting through the even flow of, I can't even get my words out, getting through the even flow of the emotions, the ups and the downs, and not feeling as you're so in control of your emotions and your life right now. It's like just kind of, just when you think you got shit under control, shit goes sideways again. And that's what I want to call it. It's like just living through shit, just getting through the old. We've been through this murky energy, and the murky past that you thought was gone kept rising back up. And it was like a fear of worthiness, a fear of not being, a fear of worthiness, a fear of loss. It's just everything that was of the past, but it's rising from old relationships. And I feel like the return of somebody from your past creeping back into your life, whether emotionally, mentally, or physically. Emotionally, mentally, or physically. Emotionally? Yes. So showing up in your relationship somehow that you're in, by popping back their heads back in through emotional, in-person, so reality, that they're really showing up there, that you see their face, you cross their path, that you have something, or they're just playing mind games on you. Just somebody from your past just constantly has been playing mind games, and for whatever reason, you open up that door again to allow them in. And if you have, it is time to make sure that you close the door, you lock it, and you lose the key. Do not let them back in, is what it feels like. If they were a part of your past, they're there for a reason. Leave them there. And that feels like if it was in relationship. And that's the message, and that's coming through so loud. I keep seeing the sense of an owl. I have that owl energy. I'm seeing the claws. I'm seeing it like grabbing onto you as if say, let me pick you up, let me show you the world, let me raise you up enough to look in at the world. And when you're looking in at the world, you're going to get a new perspective, because you're going to see how the old really was, or the story that you keep thinking that's what it was like. So it could be a family relationship, it could be anything, but it's like that's how you've seen it, that's how you thought it was, but now you're seeing it for a truth. You're seeing it really how it is. And it's like, nope. I know now. I'm looking at who I am today, and how I've grown, and how I've blossomed and developed my life and healed, how I have healed. And it's just the illusion. I'm being disillusioned by fear that I need to work my way through. And it's time to work your way through that. And that's what you keep telling yourself is, why am I fearful? Or why do I keep holding back? And what is my disconnect to money? And this is the month, I feel like, the 14, 15, you're coming into an opportunity that brings you more money, or you're coming into an opportunity to say, I'm going after more money. You're about to spread your wings, and your wings are not white, they're golden this time. It's like, but you're surrounded in the beautiful white rays of light. And it's just that sense of being golden, which is Raphael. Raphael's here too, obviously. But it feels like it's Gabriel, Jophiel. Jophiel is what it's coming through to me, how the angel's name is, but I'm just seeing angels around you. You're wrapped in angel wings, you're wrapped in love, and you're wrapped in the sense of knowing that you're much more secure than what you think you are, or that game that you've been playing. Today is July the 2nd. It is on the new moon, which is in Cancer. This is about setting your intentions, and this is also about mother healing energy right now. It is the feminine, the mother in us all, Mother Earth, Mother everything, the ones that we try to nurture, and Mother that we cannot do and we cannot keep taking on. It is time to release yourself from that burden that you have placed upon yourself, that it is your job to take care of everybody and everyone. And yes, you may be strong. Aries come and arrive strong, but it doesn't mean that you can be that kind of strength for everybody all the time. It just means that you're resilient, and you are a survivalist, and you will make it through just about everything. But you don't come out unwounded or without scrapes and bruises and left with little scars that you now have to remove the yucky from, and put in the beautiful golden light and replace it. And I'm using my dear friend Kate Gong's deck of cards, and because they link so much to my work and her work, and I work with the 7 keys and the golden keys, and their cards are golden, and it is very feminine, divine. And the sense of hearts everywhere, love. What are you going to do in love? How do you work in love? How do you live in love? Send love to those you don't even like. Send love to those who you love. Send love to those who have passed. Send love to yourself. It's just love, 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 love. It's a message that's been coming through all morning. But let go, let go, let go. When you send love, you actually start to let go, because you're not holding on to the resentments or the anger. And there's a sense of a deep-seated healing that comes from a hurt, a mistrust, and just that being cheated on, and that feeling and fear of always being cheated on. And you have been cheated on, you have been hurt. Trust me, been there, done that. But you have been hurt and cheated. You have been cheated on, that made you feel like you weren't enough anymore, and it took away a piece of you. And it took a lot of years, and we're coming to the end of a cycle here, is what it feels like to me. This is the end of a cycle. Ending now, coming into the full moon. When you come into the full moon on the 17th, you have your whole self new and complete, and a sense of replacement. There's a replacement of the energy, and a replacement of a renewed belief in yourself, and a renewed view of the world, and a renewed view of your whole perspective on life. And what's coming up in the cards was meditation. And I can't even express enough how important it is that when we're going through these type of ups and downs and changes, taking time away to breathe, to connect to source, and to go into meditations, rest in that loving awareness of every aspect of you, every piece of you, and every bit of information, and every lesson and blessing that you have received, and how valuable everything is in your world that has already taken place, and how it's part of the journey that you're on. And to not beat yourself up. This is a time of loving yourself, not beating yourself up. No judgment, remember. And it's opening your soul to the divine. This is going into deep prayers, deep prayers, into that soul connection deep down inside of us, healing the solar plexus, the sacral, and even into the root, which means into the ancestral lineage of who you are and where you've come from. Your mother's problems are not your problems. Remember that. Your mother's problems are not your problems, and you're not your mother's story, you're not your grandmother's story, you're your story, and it's time to rewrite your story the way that you want to rewrite it. It's also I'm also picking up for my couples a sense of renewing vows, renewing relationships, or revisiting the kind of the soul contract that you've had, and bringing the relationship back into a place of love. You've drifted apart. You're not meant to drift apart. You are meant to be together, and it's about bringing peace into this relationship, because you have allowed the past to step in, and yes, you're somewhat responsible. So you have to own up your end of the bargain and your end, your part in the disconnect that's happening, that you are responsible for your end that has been happening, whether or not you emotionally checked out or that you physically checked out of the relationship and now you're wanting to check back in. The relationship is golden. It is surrounded in diamonds and it is surrounded in, and I just keep seeing a red rose being handed to you, and there's a red rose also in the picture. And it's part of your journey is to be in this relationship. Only healthy relationships. Don't get me wrong. If it's a real abusive relationship, you would need to get out. And we've all had them, and I feel like as if there is a few in here that have suffered through physical abuse, emotional abuse, and abusing yourself. And whatever that has been abusing you or that you have been abusing yourself, you are now walking away from. Time to get your ass moving. And then I'm also picking up a forgiveness. And this forgiveness comes forgiving yourself for not knowing, forgiving yourself for closing so many doors of opportunities on yourself, and just kind of not believing in yourself. Aries are very good at getting everything up and running and going, and then the fear steps in and you back away or you lose interest, whatever it may be. But now you're going all the way. July, August, after this full moon, you're going all the way. We're in a little bit of a retrograde in the middle part of July. Watch yourself just fly on the 17th. You're about to open new doors. And it's the sense that there is flowers blooming, blossoming everywhere. Daisies, daisies, daisies. That I love you not, little white flowers, and just pulling off those petals. I love you not. What do you not love? What did you not love about the direction you were going? And what were you not believing in? And it's time to believe in yourself and believe in the path that has been predetermined. It's kind of like you have some fated, you have some destiny, but you also have free will. And remember, free will plays through everything, even the guidance that we're giving you, because it is just guidance. You have the free will to make a choice and to make your own decisions, and nobody gets to decide for you. And so forgiving yourself for not knowing, forgiving yourself for backing down, or forgiving yourself for not believing in yourself. This is a time of deep, deep healing that's taking place for my Aries, and I truly invite you into taking this journey, taking this path into self-discovery, into self-love, and into that feminine energy. And even if you're masculine, it's feminine. It is soft, it is gentle, it is caring. It's about caring for yourself, caring about your needs, caring about how you want to show up in the world, and about the impact and that you want to leave, and about really creating your own identity, your own, leaving your little blueprint upon this, in having your own little blueprint and leaving your own little imprint upon this world in the most beautiful way. And the validation card that comes out is 1, which is our, in the center, I feel like it's our throat, using our own unique voice to speak a truth of what we see, what we feel, what we sense. And it's all of life is interconnected. You are part of the divine connection. You are divinely placed here, and you are divine, beautiful, wonderful, and loved. Please enjoy the month of July, and much love to you all. And I will see you all in August. Bye-bye.